as we come on the air in the West, there is breaking news to report. Authorities in Highland Park, Illinois have just announced that they have arrested a person of interest in today's 4th of July parade mass shooting. Authorities are now searching a silver vehicle. 22-year-old Robert E. Cremo was spotted in that car today. Police say Cremo was taken into custody tonight without incident.
Now, July 4th is supposed to be a holiday where everybody come together and party and have fun and celebrate their independence. But on July 4th, 2022, a mass shooting occurred in Highland Park, Illinois, at a parade, killing 7 people and wounding dozens more. Police apprehended the man they believe was responsible. Robert E. Cremo III, 21, faces 7 charges of first-degree murder in connection with the shooting, which authorities said he allegedly carried out by climbing onto the rooftop of a nearby business and opening fire minutes after the parade started. In court, he was ordered to be held without bond in a virtual hearing, where the Lake County Assistant State's Attorney alleged Cremo confessed to firing onto the crowd in a voluntary statement to law enforcement. A preliminary hearing was scheduled for July 28th. Investigators believe the suspect planned the attack for weeks. Chris Covelli, spokesperson for the Lake County Major Crimes Task Force, said at one of the several news conferences on Tuesday, the suspect dressed in women's clothing to help conceal his identity. Covelli also said he blended in with the crowds as they fled the area. Law enforcement has yet to establish a motive, and Covelli saying only that Cremo had some type of affinity towards the number 4 and 7, and in verse was 7-4, the date of July 4th. Covelli previously said that there has been no information to suggest the attack was racially motivated by religion or any other protected status. There is no indication anyone else was involved, Covelli said. The suspect was taken into custody soon after the police publicly identified him on Monday as a person of interest, whom the FBI said was being sought for his alleged involvement in the shooting of multiple individuals. The suspect took his mother's vehicle and a member of the community saw him, Covelli said. That individual called 911, and then North Chicago police conducted a traffic stop and took him into custody. Cremo faces a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole if convicted, Assistant State's Attorney Ben Dillon said in Wednesday's hearing. But the suspect faces many more charges in addition to the 7 first-degree murder charges. Eric Reinhardt, State's Attorney for Lake County, said in a news conference suggesting other potential charges include attempted murder and aggravated battery with a firearm. Federal charges are also a possibility, FBI Director Christopher Wray said. If the facts gathered end up supporting a federal prosecution, then we will work with the U.S. Attorney's Office to pursue prosecution on the federal side as well, Wray said at an event in London. The director also noted that the Bureau is helping local and state authorities with the crime scene and evidence collection. Attorney Thomas Durkin previously confirmed to CNN that he was representing Cremo, but he said in court on Wednesday that he would not, citing a potential conflict of interest. So attorney Steve Greenberg is representing Cremo's parents, he said Tuesday, and released a statement attributed to him. We are all mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, and this is a terrible tragedy for many families, the victims, and the partygoers to the community of our own. Surveillance video from the scene showed a person running west with a black bag over the shoulder immediately after the shooting. Dillon said on Wednesday while the individual was running, an object wrapped in cloth fell onto the pavement. The subject left the object and continued running. It turned out to be the Smith & Wesson, per Dillon, and on the rooftop, investigators found 3 magazines and 83 spent shell casings. The suspect legally purchased the weapon he used in Monday's shooting, Covelli said on Tuesday, describing it as a high-powered rifle that shot high-velocity rounds. The weapon, which he described as similar to an AR-15, was purchased locally, Covelli said, within the Chicagoland area. There is no indication the weapon was modified, he said. Cremo also legally purchased a second rifle found in his vehicle at the time he was apprehended, as well as other guns recovered from his home, which Covelli described as pistols. Between June 2020 and September 21, Cremo passed 4 background checks while purchasing firearms. Those background checks went through the Firearms Transaction Inquiry Program, FTIP, which includes the National Instant Criminal Background Check System, state police said in their statement. At the time, the only criminal offense included in Cremo's history was a January 2016 violation for possession of tobacco, and no mental health prohibitor reports were submitted to the state police by healthcare facilities or personnel, police said. The only contact the department had with Cremo involved a non-criminal incident where Cremo was present. We literally have nothing on him, Wentz said. Police took knives from the home after Cremo said he would kill people, but Cremo did not have any past interactions with Highland Park police in April 2019. In April 2019, local police had gone to the family home after receiving a report Cremo had tried to take his own life using a machete a week prior, according to a police report of the well-being check visit. Officers spoke to him and his parents were told that mental health professionals were handling the matter. Then in September 2019, Highland Park police went to Cremo's home after a family member reported that he said he was going to kill everyone, according to another police report. The threat was directed at family inside the home, Covelli noted. Police confiscated a collection of items, 16 knives, a dagger, and a samurai-type blade that were in Cremo's closet. Later that afternoon, the father went to the police station and picked up the collection and told authorities it belonged to him. No arrests were made during that incident because there were no signed complaints against Cremo at the time. Local police submitted a clear and present danger report about the visit to the Illinois State Police, the police report shows. State police said in that report Cremo had said he didn't intend on harming himself or others when police questioned him at the time. State Police Master Sergeant Delia Garcia said they looked at whether Cremo had a firearm owner's identification card that should have been revoked, but he had no card. In the news release, Illinois State Police officials said Cremo in December 2019 applied for a firearms owner identification card that was sponsored by his father. Therefore, at the time, the firearm owner's identification card application review in January of 2020, there was insufficient basis to establish a clear and present danger and deny the firearms owner's identification card application. Covelli said later that the suspect bought 5 guns, including 2 rifles, after the September visit from police. After fleeing the scene of the parade shooting, Cremo drove to Madison, Wisconsin, where he seriously contemplated carrying out another attack with the firearm he had in his car at the time. The shooter had approximately 60 rounds of ammunition in his car, Covelli said. Investigators did develop some information that it appears when he drove to Madison, he was driving around. However, he did see a celebration that was occurring in Madison, and he seriously contemplated using the firearm he had in his vehicle to commit another shooting in Madison, he said. We don't have information to suggest he planned to drive to Madison initially to commit another attack, Covelli said. We do believe he was driving around following the first attack and saw the celebration, but the suspect did not carry out the attack. Indications are that he didn't put enough thought or research into it. The suspected shooter posted music on several major streaming platforms under the name Awake the Rapper, and he apparently made and posted music videos online featuring anonymous lyrics and animated scenes of gun violence. In one video entitled Are You Awake?, a cartoon animation of a stick figure shooter resembling the suspect's appearance is seen wearing tactical gear and carrying out an attack with a rifle. Seen with the multicolored hair and face tattoos, I need to just do it, it is my destiny. That's the type of music that he was making, as some people want to call it art. In another video entitled Toy Soldier, a similar stick figure resembling the suspect is depicted lying face down on the floor in a pool of his own blood, surrounded by police officers with their guns drawn. Law enforcement is reviewing the videos posted online, Covelli said at Tuesday's news conference, noting police had not previously been made aware of them. Several of the suspect's online postings reflected a plan and a desire to commit carnage for a long time in advance. YouTube and Spotify removed content tied to the suspect from their platforms, their companies confirmed on Tuesday. They declined to answer any questions about whether the content had been flagged or previously reported for violations of their respective terms of service. The companies also declined to say precisely when they removed the suspect's content. CNN is seeking a comment from Apple Music, Amazon Music, Tidal, Pandora for similar questions, but companies have not yet responded. Now, if you ask me, I'm not really into superstitions or nothing like that, but when you look at this situation, man, this is starting to become a pattern in society. Man, he could end up looking glorified for this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna drop the link so you can go ahead and check out the music that he actually had. If they don't take it down, I'm gonna go ahead and post it so you can go ahead and take a look at it. If you have the same mindset as him and you see his pattern, it will be inspirational. And these people are out here. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying don't go to large gatherings or anything like that, man, but you definitely got to be aware of your surroundings. That's my advice. Is this right here preventable? I don't think it's preventable, man. Like, you just got a nut job going up on the building. He want to shoot down at a crowd of people on July 4th. You can't really do nothing about that. But what you can do is be more prepared. Don't put your family in a situation where they getting shot at. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated on this case and see will justice be served? What kind of justice will be served with this guy, Robert E. Crimo? Hey, y'all make sure y'all go follow my Instagram. We putting in work.